Hello everyone! Thanks for coming. Let us know some things that you wish you knew ahead of time when you got started with online teaching.
Number one, everyone's going to get negative reviews. You go into this thinking that you're not going to get any negative reviews. You're going to teach your little heart out. You're going to do your best, but it's going to happen. No matter how awesome you are, you're going to get some negative reviews. And my quote for that is, progress is better than perfection. You need to learn from your mistakes and just move on.
I feel like you should never say no. VIPKid, for example, I was hired sort of in the huge hiring flux of 2017. There were tons of people being hired, but VIPKid was still giving, like, for example, the REP thing. I got an email for it, but I was brand new and I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that or if I was ready. So I said no, thinking that the opportunity would come back, and it never did.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot, especially at VIPKid, but there's a lot of opportunities that come with online teaching, especially when you go to a newer company and you think that you'll have another opportunity for the same thing, but you probably won't. If it's something that you think you might want to do in the future, I say jump on it.
Be yourself. When I first started with VIPKid, I watched Nancy Taylor and I watched Penny Davis and I watched all these high energy people, and I'm not high energy. And I tried to be that, and my first classes didn't go well. They were terrible because I was trying to be someone who I'm not. Be yourself. Don't try to be these other people you see online. I'll never have Casey's energy. I won't have your energy because that's not who I am. I've always been more shy, reserved, quiet.
Right.
But there's nothing wrong with that either.
Candy said she wished she would have known about Google Slides when she got started. Google Slides helped me a ton, especially when I learned about the rebooking feature and I needed to come up with things quick when it would switch classrooms. I was able just to pull up a Google Slide for it. I wish I knew to have a backup device like an iPad. Having backups is essential to teaching. Having a backup internet source, device, headphones. If you're not part of Cindy Bennett's iPad group, you should go check it out. VIPKid iPad group, I think it is.
Get your certificate for everything. If a certification opens up, you should take it because it will fill up often and then you don't know when it's going to come around again. I am so thankful that I took advantage of all the free VIPKid training, because now when I'm working for OutSchool, that online teaching training that I've had for VIPKid is huge. Going from brick and mortar, it's so different, and VIPKid's free training is amazing.
Online teaching can be lonely. I'm very quiet myself too. And I just thought, I'm just going to teach and do my thing and not be involved in drama and all that other stuff. And it wasn't until I became a fast pass coach for VIPKid and I realized the importance of camaraderie with online teaching, And you may never even meet some people in person, but it's so important to have that connection and that friendship, because we're all in this together. From online teaching, I've probably gained like 60 pounds. So you have to also find balance. You can't just sit in front of your computer all day. You have to somehow get out and exercise, focus on healthy eating. You could teach all day and all night if you want to, but you probably shouldn't.
This is my first job I've had in a very long time where the more I work, the more money I make. All of my other jobs were salaried. You kind of have to be careful with your balance and it can get addictive. You're like, ooh, how much can I make this month? So you need a balance so that you still have time for your hobbies and your exercise.
Ask for feedback in UAs. Yeah, I remember learning that from Amanda Panda. Generally, parents don't read all of the feedback, but they will mostly read the feedback in the UAs.
The LPs contact the parents after every single UA. Therefore, they're definitely reading the feedback, or at least reminded that they got feedback, because the LPs will message them on WeChat, call them, contact them, or whatever.
So when I started teaching for VIPKid, they explain with the training what a teacher no-show is, etc. And I was like, I'm never getting a teacher no-show. How irresponsible. That is not happening to me. I'm not getting that. I've had like 4. Yeah. But a couple of times it was an alarm issue. I set it for PM or I forgot to set it or whatever. And what we don't realize is there's so much sleep deprivation when you're trying to teach at night and early in the morning that you do dumb things like that. You set it for the wrong time and it happens. So
yeah,
never say never on the teacher no-show. And when it happens, hopefully it happens to a regular. And what I do is I use my tokens and I send them one of the biggest gem boxes I can send. So I'm like the prop queen, right? At first you're like, oh my gosh, I need everything.
Yeah.
It talks about an apple. I need an apple. Oh, it talks about it. You just feel like you need everything. But just when you're buying your props, stick to the dollar store or Target Dollar Spot or Teacher Pay Teacher or the freebies that you can print out and stick to like.
Or Manicam.
Yes, Manicam,
Get an apple.
slides. There's so many freebies out there on VIPKid page, on our different Facebook groups. Amanda Panda sends out a weekly newsletter and she gives you a free prop or reward every single week.
And find things around your house too. Big, small, it's a sphere, it's black, it's white. I can use this for the hobbies lesson.
Catch,
Kick,
throw.
Catch, throw, yes. So use your props for many different things. All my colors, I use the wands. Yeah, I agree with you, Mindy. You can use 1 or 2 props for many different lessons.
This was a shocker to me working with VIPKid that your students, your regular students, my babies, they float to other teachers. Like, what?
Be like, oh.
You like watch that little video and they're with another teacher. You're like, oh, he's coming to another teacher. And then like 2 days later, they're back. But VIPKid has them pick like a bank of 5 teachers or something, I believe.
Yeah.
You guys correct me if I'm wrong. And so they encourage them to float and not just have the same teacher. Now, I prefer my little babies to stay with me, but they float. And I just have to get over that and share them, but I don't like sharing them.
Thank you guys for coming. Please give us a thumbs up and we'll chat with you all later.
Bye.